Welcome back to Editoric. Today we are going to dive into the How Not To Diet cookbook and cook a recipe from there. So we got the cookbook here, How Not To Diet. We are going to create the root vegetable mac and cheese. So this is what it's supposed to look like. Let us dive into the kitchen and see exactly how this turns out. All right, so we're gonna make our root vegetable mac and cheese. First ingredient is gonna be parsnips cut into 1-inch chunks. This one's a little bit bigger than an inch. So we got parsnips done. Next up, carrot. We got 1 carrot cut. Next up, sweet potato cut into 1-inch dices. Grab our sweet potato. So on the sweet potato, we cheat because we got the frozen sweet potato. Next ingredient is Yukon Gold potato. Next ingredient is 1/2 cup yellow onion. Now we have to bake this. So we have to line a pan with the parchment and bake it. First step, we're gonna roast our veggies. Kind of flatten them out here. All right, now that we got them all nice and spread on a tray, we're gonna add the onion. All right, so everything's in there. Got all of our vegetables. We cut up our root vegetables, I should say. It's a root vegetable mac and cheese. Now we're gonna add onion powder and black pepper. So how much are we using? 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder, 1/4 teaspoon of ground black pepper. All right, so we're gonna just sprinkle this on. And then we're just kind of overdo it a little bit. We're gonna kind of sprinkle over everything. Spray some powder. I guess that's probably better than measuring it in the future. All right, so we're gonna bake. We wanna bake it at 425. So we're gonna do it for 30 minutes and then we're gonna flip it. And then roast the other side for 30 minutes. So we got 30 minutes, 425. Once that's done, we'll go through and flip everything over and then repeat the process again. So we'll come back in 30 minutes, we'll flip it, resume 30 minutes of baking, and it's started. All right, so now we got the first half of the cook. We'll be back in 30 minutes. We're at the end of our 30 minutes. Now it's time to flip. Man, I don't even think I need to flip it. I think these are roasted enough. Oh yeah, these are nice and roasted. I am good. No flipping needed with the Ninja. Nice and roasted on both sides. That looks good. All right. What are we doing? What's our next step here? All right. 2 cups of roasted vegetables into a high-powered blender. I lack a high-powered blender. What I don't lack is a blender. Just kind of like pick and choose some ingredients here. And I think we're using them all, yeah? That's what it looks like. All right, we got a little over 2 cups here, so let's pull some out. Now that's where the problem lies. So I'm supposed to add the remaining roasted veggies to the mac and cheese. That's all I got left. That is it. All right, so I got my fabulous nutter here, making nut milks. And that's what I'm gonna have to use to make my sauce. So I'm gonna have to take it into steps because I'm very limited on what I can do here. So it has you making vegetable broth, but I had some broth in the cupboard. So I'm just gonna use this broth today. Next time I'll make my own just because I just have to tear this one, huh? Okay, so we need 2 cups. So we're using this whole thing. So let's just put that in there. I bought extra vegetables just in case this would happen. So I'll be cutting up more and roasting more to put into the mac and cheese. This one isn't ideal, but it's all I have. So we got a little bit of room in here. So we're gonna go ahead and add the rest of the ingredients. And that's gonna start with half a cup of nutritional yeast. All right, 1 tablespoon of fresh lemon. What we're gonna do is we're going to squeeze a lemon for its juice. I made the right call buying these baby lemons. I don't have to waste the whole lemon for a tablespoon, a little baby lemon. All right, 1 teaspoon of white miso paste, 1 teaspoon of salt-free stone ground mustard. I love stone ground mustard. When they're like salt-free, I'm like, what? You can find salt-free? And here it is. All right, half a teaspoon of onion powder and garlic powder, 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric. All right, so we got the cheese for our mac and cheese right here. It did a good job, not gonna lie. It was a lot of work to get it here, but we got it here. It did the job. And it's got a little mushroom flavor, well, because I got this in there. And I'm not gonna use it anymore because I like the consistency. I don't want it to be too watered down. It's kind of like a thick cheese. Now all that's left is to prepare it. So yeah, I got some gluten-free shells, chickpea pasta. I'm gonna use this for the macaroni. So I got this box, we'll cook it up. I'm gonna roast some more veggies to add to the macaroni. So we got the sauce plus roasted veggies. It'll be great. That's it. We'll cook it in the pan, throw it all together, and see what it comes out to be. All right, we are essentially done with the pasta. All right. Now we got the pasta. Now we're gonna add in our cheese. Probably do with a little more cheese, but you know. One thing I forgot to do is add in smoky paprika. So I'm gonna add that. And we're gonna put some vegetables in there. And that should be okay. Now let's just kind of stir it all up. Let's just put them all in there. Look at that. Good old plant-based macaroni. And we just gotta let it warm up. All right, so this is it. Mac and cheese, all of its glory. I ended up putting all of my vegetables in there. So now we have chickpea noodles with carrots, parsnip, and Yukon potatoes, and some onions mixed in with our cheese sauce. So yeah, that's the final result. So here it is, the mac and cheese. Let's give it a try. It's good. That smoky paprika. There's a little smoky flavor. I like the cheese sauce. And then you got the lentil, or I wish there were lentils, but the chickpea pasta is a little, not a fan, but it actually tastes pretty good. I opted for the chickpea pasta instead of the whole grain. I wanted to try it. I think next time I'll try it with the whole grain pasta, but it's pretty good. I like it. Well, this is my first meal on this channel from the book. I've made one other in the past, kind of like a soup, but I want to try something a little more of a dish. and I am surprised. It's really good. Now, to add my own twist to it later and try to make it a little bit more my own with some hot sauce and anything else that I decide to put in there. Maybe put some like cayenne pepper in the mix and give it more of a, spicy flavor. That's more my style, but this is fine as is. All right. Thanks for watching this video, and then we'll catch you in the next video.